Hello grade 10 students. Welcome to another virtual class. I am Miss Madhu Vadke. We are studying chapter 8 Trigonometry, and we are learning how to apply the knowledge of trigonometric ratios in problem solving. So let's continue solving exercise 8.1. We have solved 5 questions in previous video class, so let's solve the sixth one. If angle A and angle B are acute angles such that cos A is equal to cos B, then show that angle A is equal to angle B. This is a question where we have to prove two angles equal and the ratios of these two angles are given equal. So let's write down what is given in the question. Cos A is equal to cos B. We have to show angle A is equal to angle B. Now it is not given that angle A and B belong to the same triangle or different triangles. So we will have to solve this question for both cases. Case 1, when angle A and angle B are in the same triangle. So let's draw a right triangle with acute angles as A and B and right angled at C. So let's find cos A. Since we are talking about angle A, the opposite side will be BC, adjacent side will be CA, hypotenuse will be AB. So cos A will be equal to adjacent side upon hypotenuse, and that is equal to AC upon AB. Now we are going to find out cos B. So let's mark angle B in the triangle and mark the adjacent and opposite sides. So for angle B, the opposite side will be AC and the adjacent side will be BC and hypotenuse will be same, AB. So let's write down cos B. Cos B will be equal to adjacent upon hypotenuse, which is equal to BC upon AB. Now we are given that cos A is equal to cos B. So this implies that the right hand sides of these two steps will be equal. So AC upon AB is equal to BC upon AB. Equal quantities can be cancelled. So we get AC equal to BC. Since two sides in this triangle are equal, we can say that the angles opposite to these two sides are also equal. So this implies angle B is equal to angle A. Now let's consider the second case when these angles are going to be in different triangles. So draw two right triangles. This is angle A in one triangle and let's mark this angle as B in the second triangle. Mark the remaining vertices as D, C, F and E in the two triangles respectively. Let's mark the opposite sides and the adjacent sides in both the triangles. So considering angle A, the opposite side will be DC and the adjacent side will be AD. In the second triangle, considering angle B, the opposite side will be EF and the adjacent side will be FB. Let's write down cos A in triangle CDA. It will be adjacent side upon hypotenuse. That is AD upon AC. Similarly, we will write down cos B for the second triangle EFB. So this is going to be adjacent side upon hypotenuse, that is equal to FB upon EB. We are given cos A equal to cos B. So we can equate the ratios that we have found for these angles. So we get AD upon AC equal to FB upon EB. Since these two ratios are equal, I'm going to interchange these two terms. So I can write the same ratio as AD upon FB equal to AC upon EB. Let's equate these two equal ratios to a constant K. Now look at these ratios. We have got AD upon FB equal to AC upon EB. So we have shown that in these two triangles we have two sides proportional. Now we need to find the ratio of the third side and show that it is equal to K. And when we do that, we will be able to say that these two triangles are similar and hence their angles are equal. But let's first find the third side CD in terms of other two sides and the third side in the second triangle EF in terms of other two sides using Pythagoras theorem. CD square plus DA square will be equal to the hypotenuse square. So CD square will be equal to AC square minus AD square. So CD is equal to square root of AC square minus AD square. Similarly, using Pythagoras theorem, in triangle EFB, sum of squares of two sides is equal to the square of hypotenuse. So EF square plus FB square will be equal to EB square. Since we have to find EF square, we'll take other terms to the other side. So we get EF square equal to EB square minus FB square. Taking square root, EF is equal to square root of EB square minus FB square. Now let's go back to the previous step where we have equated these ratios as K. So taking each ratio individually, AD upon FB is equal to K. So we can write AD as K times FB. Similarly, if we equate AC upon EB equal to K, we can write AC as K times EB. Let's mark these as 1 and 2. Now we are going to substitute AD as K times FB and AC as K times EB in this expression. So CD will be written as root of EB times K square minus FB times K square. So this is equal to, let's take K square common. So in the bracket we get EB square minus FB square, which is same as K times root of EB square minus FB square. So let's find the ratio of these two sides. So we get CD upon EF equal to K times root of EB square minus FB square divided by root of EB square minus FB square. So we can cancel these equal terms and we are left with K. So let's mark this step as Roman number 1 and this step as Roman number 2. So from 1 and 2, we can say that AD upon FB is equal to AC upon EB is equal to CD upon EF, as all of them are equal to K. So this implies that triangle CDA is similar to triangle EFB by which criteria? Side, side, side. And if the two triangles are similar, we can say their corresponding angles are equal. So this implies angle A is equal to angle B. These are corresponding angles of similar triangles. And hence we have arrived at the result. Let's do question number 10 of the same exercise. In triangle PQR, right angled at Q, PR plus QR is given as 25 centimeters and PQ is 5 centimeters. Determine the values of sin P, cos P and tan P. In order to find these ratios, we will have to find the remaining two sides of this triangle using the information that is given. So let's say QR is x centimeters. Using the above information, we can say that PR is equal to 25 minus x centimeters. Now we can use Pythagoras theorem in this triangle. Hypotenuse PR is 25 minus x and QR we have taken as x. So using Pythagoras theorem, PR square will be equal to PQ square plus QR square. Substituting 25 minus x square will be equal to 5 square plus x square. Expand the bracket, we get 625 minus 50x plus x square equal to 25 plus x square. So x square and x square gets cancelled. We get 50x equal to 625 minus 25 by rearranging the terms of the equation. So 50x is equal to 600, or x is equal to 600 upon 50, which is 12 centimeters. So QR is equal to 12 centimeters and PR will be 25 minus 12, that is 13 centimeters. Now we have to find sin P, cos P and tan P. Since all these ratios belong to angle P, so let's mark angle P and the sides opposite and adjacent to it. So QR will be opposite side, PQ will be adjacent side, and this is hypotenuse. So sin P is opposite upon hypotenuse, which is QR upon PR, and that will be 12 upon 13. Cos P is adjacent upon hypotenuse. So from the figure, that is PQ upon PR. Substituting the values, we get 5 upon 13. Tan P is opposite upon adjacent. So from the figure, this is QR upon PQ, and that is equal to 12 upon 5. With this, we come to the end of this video lesson. Your assignment for today consists of these two questions, which are similar to the questions that we have done in today's video lesson. See you in the next class. Until then, goodbye.